Hello, this is Prince of Somnia, and welcome back to more Let's Play Dragon Quest VI. Last time, we went through the Lucid Grotto and gained our visibility here in the, world in which we dropped in. The Phantom World. The Phantom World! And in this episode, you remember how we were a bit of a busybody a couple episodes ago and saw all the drama going down with Johan and all them? Let's talk to the mayor. Hear about the maid job, are you? What? Ella? You won't find that cold-hearted witch haunting this town any longer. Just the thought of what she did to my dear Mr. Barkington makes me all queasy. When she harmed Mr. Barkington, she harmed me too. Why are you looking at me like that? Do you have something to say? I'm a very busy man, you know. What? Are you trying to tell me that Ella is not the culprit? How could you possibly know that? Did you witness the fiendish deed yourself? What? Ivy, the innkeeper's child? Well, there's no doubt that Ivy is smitten with my son, which would give her a motive. Well, even if what you say is true, I fear you have spoken too late. By sheer coincidence, there was a traveling merchant in town who was looking for an, assistant. I sent Ella off with him in a fit of pique. I couldn't stand the thought of a dog-hating maid being anywhere within a league of me. I've heard that the traveling merchant trade is exceedingly dangerous. There's no telling what fate has in store for her. If what you said is true, then that girl has suffered a grave injustice at my hands. At least he feels a little sorry about what he did. Is there something I can do for you? What? You're saying Ella didn't fiddle with Mr. Barkington's dinner? I knew it! Such a pure-hearted girl would never commit such an act. She wouldn't hurt a fly, let alone a dog. Why did I ever allow Papa to put down my mind? I should have done something to help her. You have my eternal gratitude, whoever you are. Now there's no time to waste. I must get after her. Do excuse me. I'm really quite impressed that everyone is so willing to just believe me. Wait, if you knew Ella was innocent, why didn't you speak up? I'm sorry, I'm hardly in a position to criticize you. I was equally complacent myself. I do apologize. I'd better go, but I must thank you again. You have given me a new lease on life. And that's all we can really do about this part of the plot. It's more of a subplot now at this point, and kind of optional, but they'll be back, don't worry. But anyway, now that we're done doing our good deed for the day, it's time to cheese the hell out of this game. I wish I was exaggerating, but I am probably about to just kind of break this part of the game a little bit. Okay, maybe not break, but like, we'll be more powerful than you're really supposed to be at this point, is how I'll phrase that. And I'll still probably get my ass beat like a cheap drum. By the way, I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but when you're saving at a church and it asks if you want to continue your adventure, if you press the no button, the game will just prompt you to turn the game off. And it won't let you do anything else until you do. What happens if you talk to Ivy and call her out? Oh. Yeah, okay, I guess we can't really call her out. I guess we're smarter than that. But anyway, yeah, you can head off to the inn right now, and, or not at the inn, to the port right now, and just leave and go to Somnia, but I'm not going to do that, because there is, in fact, this casino that we've been able to visit for a little while now. I mean, we were invisible before, so we couldn't really have done anything there yet, but we can now, and there's a lot for us to get our hands on here. Okay, well I actually need tokens in order to view the prize list for some reason, so let's try and get our hands on a few tokens here. Let's see, it costs 20 gold coins for a single ticket, so we should be able to buy enough to get our starting capital here. Make sure you save beforehand, like I did, just to help you out there. I think, yeah, we can't even afford 200, yeah. Nuts. I actually really do want to afford 200, so I'm actually going to quickly dip out and sell a whole bunch of stuff and try and get us enough starting capital to actually buy as many gold coins as I need, or casino tokens as I need. Okay, So, like I was saying before, you want to make sure you save before you do things like this. But yeah, we have enough now to where I could purchase 200 tokens, almost exactly. Yeah. It's going to be something of a starting capital for how I'm going to go about trying to do this, because it turns out the casino in the DS and iOS versions of Dragon Quest VI offers a lot more payout that makes it worthwhile. We also have a series of prizes here. I won't exchange anything for anything right now, but there's magic water, which you can use to recover MP for a party member in or out of battle, which is very nice. We want to get a lot of those as soon as we grind up some money. The Silk Tuxedo, which is a weak piece of equipment that significantly boosts your style, but more importantly, it sells for a lot of money. It's not worth it. It's not worth it if you just spend enough coins to get 5,000 tokens and then buy it. You end up losing a lot of money that way, but if you grind for it, it's worth your while and sells for a lot. Yggdrasil leaves, which resurrect party members, which are very, very useful. A Dragon Shield, which is the best shield we can get in this point in the game if we grind for it. It reduces damage from fire and ice-based attacks, of which there are a ton. Platinum Mail, which works kind of the same way but for magic damage. It's also the best armor we can get right now. And the Kamikaze Bracer, which is bad. Yeah, that's it. It's just bad. Don't bother with it. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a quick save right here. And I'm going to show you how a strategy you can use to go about getting as many tokens as you can out of the system. We have 3 sets of machines here in the DS version. Let's see, we have these green machines, which is a 1-token machine. We have the blue machines, which are 10-token machines, and the red one, which is the 100-token machine. Basically, what you want to do is you want to bet at the green token machine until you've earned about 800 to 1,000 tokens, then go to the 10 token machine and play until you hit 5,000 to 10,000 tokens, and then once you have 5 or 10,000, go to the 100 token and play until you get 50,000, and then do it again, and win the game. You just win the game. I like how, so I've been using Strategy Wiki to kind of serve as my notes for this LP, and I like how the Strategy Wiki method says, for one of them, okay, so basically, there are the 3 machines. What you want to do is you want to get at least 200 coins and keep betting it all on each and every spin. 300 would be preferred for the 100 coin machine. Save every time you win at least more than 900 coins than what you started with, and then keep going and going. Once you get about 6,000 coins or more, save every time you increase your starting fund by like a few thousand, 2,000 or 3,000, or 20% of whatever you got, and keep resetting on whenever you end up losing more than what you gained. So then you'll be able to just grind up enough money. It shouldn't take too long with resets, so you should be good. But anyway, what I want to do first is I actually want to start off betting on the 10 coin machine, and we're going to bet some, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 70 coins. And we're basically going to keep doing that until we end up with about 600 coins, just to see what we get. You can stop the slot machine with the A button. Oh, we actually won something. Hooray! Now granted, it's not as easy to win in this as it is in Dragon Quest XI, if I recall correctly anyway, although I think the winnings are not quite as good. Oh, bad luck. Anyway, I'm going to reset here since I lost pretty horribly, and I will continue to grind up until I get what I want out of this, and then we will continue on with the plot since, well, not the plot, but with what else I wanted to do in this segment before we head on over to Somnia, because there is a piece of equipment we can actually buy for Millie once we deal with our casino stuff here. So, there we go. But anyway, yeah, I'll just see you a few seconds for you, probably a few hours for me. So, I'll be back. Woo! Oh! 33,000 tokens! Holy crap! I have never won this much in a single casino run! Oh my god! Well, my goal was 16,000 and I just blew that straight to hell. Damn! Well, that'll do 'em. Let me just sink in how much money I'm about to get out of this. Just, wow. Like, oh my god. Okay, I was starting to get annoyed by the coin sounds. I am gonna save after that one. Oh my god. I think that's the luckiest I've ever been in this casino game. Hell! Oh, bleh. Same episode. Fun fact. Same episode. Alright, viewers, it's been just about an hour and a half since I started doing all this casino stuff, and I'd like to show off the fact that I managed to achieve a handful of tokens there. You know, just a few, just a couple. I basically was going through the strategy and won most of those tokens all at once, which I'll just show you my reaction to that. But anyway, we have our shopping list ready. We have more than enough for what I wanted to buy. I only needed 16,000 to get everything, and we are at more than double that, so that's nice. I want to buy a dragon shield. We're just gonna stick these in the bag for now. I want to buy a dragon shield for both Rex and Carver. And I also want to buy platinum mail for Rex and Carver. And then, let's see. We want to get about 20, well, we want to get a few magic waters. Probably optimally would be around 20 or so, but you can't buy them in bulk for some reason or another, so it'll be a little slow going. And then you also want to buy a significantly large number of silk tuxedos. 20 of those, probably too, should get you set for a very large portion of the game in terms of money. And I do mean large. Now again, that took me about 30 minutes or so. In order to accomplish, or not 30 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes or so to accomplish. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to. You can make it through this portion of the game just fine without overpowered gear like this. But if you do, it doesn't actually take that long to earn enough gold. It is a little bit of an element of luck sort of a deal there, but you can do it in even less time than the hour and a half it took me to win 40,000 tokens out of the casino. And the rewards, as you can plainly see, are more than well worth it. We will have... This is the best defensive gear we can get for quite some time. So... yeah, that's why I wanted to go out of my way to do this. The magic waters, having 10 of them at least will help us out a lot. You can't grind for them like you can in the Super Nintendo version, like you can in the DS version, but they'll really help us out with longevity inside a particularly nasty dungeon that we're going to go through in the relatively near future. Yeah, so that's really nice. Everything except for the magic water, so the 2 platinum mails, 2 dragon shields, and 20 silk tuxedos, that's about 21,000 gold pieces. Getting the extra magic waters will add on a little bit to that, but getting this much is actually probably a little excessive. And then, of course, I want the silk tuxedos. So yeah, I'm going to take all these silk tuxedos and then sell off each and every one of them, and then I'm going to show you what I plan on doing with all the money I'm getting out of the silk tuxedos. Another thing I will mention that you can also get your hands on here in the casino is the Yggdrasil leaf. It's a item that basically has a guarantee, or, well, let me not phrase it that way. You use it in battle or out of battle, and it resurrects a dead party member. Like I may have mentioned a couple times before, if a party member reaches 0 HP in this game, they die outright. And the only way we have right now of resurrecting party members is by either going to a church or by using an Yggdrasil leaf. We don't have access to a spell that does it, and even when we do, the spell is a little on the terrible side. So, there is that. But, alright, we have a lot of really nice stuff now. Let's go ahead and sell off all those silk tuxedos we got. I technically have enough to where I could go back and start selling off even more of them, but I won't. But yeah, 6 silk tuxedo, 2,625 gold per, and we have 20 of those. That is several orders of magnitude more money than we should have at this point in the game, just so you know. And then, of course, there's also the new armor we just got our hands on. Let's just make some space in our inventory just so I can show off the differences in our stats. Watch this. Okay, so the Dragon Shield's gonna take us from 48 to 71 defense, and that's not even including the resistance to fire and ice. And that'll take Carver up a similarly large number too. And then from there we go all the way up to 122 or 129 defense. Jesus Christ. Now some of you may be asking, hey, Prince of Somnia, isn't this stuff really overpowered? And the answer is yes, it is. And if you feel like it'll detract from the experience, then you don't have to do what I did here. However, I have no such qualms and am perfectly willing to cheese the ever-loving crap out of this game because God knows that sometimes it cheesed the ever-loving crap out of me the first time I played it. So, I feel perfectly fine about this. But if you don't, I understand. Let's see. Let's get some medical herbs on people. Probably don't need to bother with Millie since she has the heal spell and more than enough MP to back it up. Okay, you may have noticed, however, that in order to actually afford all this starting capital for the casino run, I had to sell Millie's clothes. Wow, that really sounds bad, actually. Like, thinking about it, it makes me sound like a gambling addict. Huh. But yeah, I had to sell her silk dress. Fortunately, we have a way of getting around that little situation. Let's take use of our new Zoom spell and go to All Trades Abbey, even though we could literally walk there in a few seconds. I mentioned before how there was that well that you could use to transport yourself from Alltrades Abbey back to our world, right? Well, the nice thing is that if you use the zoom spell from here, you can actually travel to Weaver's Peak, Haggleton, or Somnia. They already count as destinations for our zoom spell, so we can just transport ourselves back to Weaver's Peak. Now, if you may recall, way at the beginning of the game, I took a look at the weapon and armor shop here and made note of a really shiny piece of armor, huh? And the game said that it looked way more expensive than what we can afford. However, now that we've cheesed the crap out of the system, we can very easily afford the 7,000 gold coins for the enchanted armor. This is probably the strongest armor that Millie can equip at this point in the game as well. So, she can't equip the platinum mail that we just got for the guys, but she can equip the enchanted armor, and that'll really help her out. I think she's kind of SOL when it comes to shields, yeah. Maybe the scale shield. No, not even the scale shield. She really is just kind of SOL. But okay, that's basically all the really fun optional stuff we can do. Unfortunately, by doing that, we kind of screwed ourselves because we have to walk all the way back to the hole in the world from Somnia. So, yeah, I'm just gonna quickly cut out. All the battles should go down, like, virtually instantaneously, and we are no longer at risk of dying because our defense is through the roof. But I'm going to store all the gold coins that we just got at the vault here at Rainbow's End Gold Bank. They only deal in units of 1,000 gold coins, so we can only leave back like 45,000 gold. Only 45,000. And there you go. And up until we run out of those casino tokens, money is basically no longer a problem, so that's really nice. But anyway, next time, I gotta stop saying but anyway. Next time on Let's Play Dragon Quest VI, we're gonna go back to, we're gonna make our way back to Port Haven, and from there take the ferry to Somnia. See you guys then!